Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this New York crowd wants some love from their Knicks. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Now here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Towns. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
And now the Knicks on the break. Anunoby, good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Maxey with it. Now guarded by Towns. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
The shot's good from Brunson.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Knicks off to a quick start here. 7-point differential. From deep, Brunson. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, that is setting the tone. Perfect 5 for 5 to start this game.
George with the ball. Bridges covering. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Right back at you. Tyrese Maxey showing you his competitiveness.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to George. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Right side Towns. Anunoby has the open look. And again, New York with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
OG Anunoby. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Embiid. Good on the baseline J. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
Well, that is nice touch and confidence on the mid-range from Embiid.
New York moving it around. Towns the screen. And stolen by Maxey. Fast break, here we go. Pass to Oubre. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, that's Paul George that time, looking at the defense, finding a crease, and then taking advantage of it.
The kick out to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Towns has got 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
To the right side. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The Knicks leading by 10. Brunson outside. Here's Bridges. Second chance shot. Makes it off the glass.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Edgecombe with it. Still scoreless. And here's Maxey outside. Rebounded by Hart. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes.
Oh, yeah, you're looking at one of the fastest players in the league. If Maxey has any daylight, he is going to be able to draw contact.
In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, GA, there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, has some truth to it. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back to you guys.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Maxey. Going inside. Short. It's rebounded by New York. Clarkson looking for an opening. Pass to Shamet. Here's Dadier. Off target with his three. The 76ers trail by 9. Outside, George. Outside, Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Man, he had the speed on the runway, and he took off for that dunk.
Here's Dadier. And a miss there on the triple.
2 minutes remaining in the
And here's George. Takes it inside. And here's Maxey outside. No good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Back to Clarkson. Pass to Hukporti. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Clarkson, no good. The 76ers trail by 7. Left side, George. And George with the stuff.
Well, he's got great length for a wing. At 6'8", he can just get to the rim whenever he wants. Pass
to Hukporti. it on the wing. Here's Robinson. George with the steal. Gordon with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
In the corner, it's Clarkson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Clarkson's got his second bucket tonight.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3-point goal.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's Clarkson. Pass to Robinson. To the paint. And the dunk by Robinson.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead.
23.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
Pass to Grimes. Off target from three-point range. New York leading by 7. Towns. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. GA, you hear about 3-level scores. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Clarkson outside. And stolen by Drummond. And now Philadelphia on the break. Good on the shot. Grimes has got 5.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition. Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Inside, Towns with the steal. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And there was some power behind that slam by Edgecombe.
Outside, Towns. Fires the 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, Embiid right at the rim. That looked easy.
And here's Brunson outside. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 11. Stolen by Robinson. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. New York moving the ball around. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Outside, Towns. Back to Clarkson. Pass to Brunson. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. And then Karl-Anthony Towns with the jam.
Oh, Karl-Anthony Towns with a little extra emphasis on that one.
Outside, Robinson. Back to Towns. From deep. They grab their own miss. Fires for 3. Not that time. It's off now, shooting 7 of 10 from the floor. Pass to Embiid. Back to Grimes. Here's Edgecombe. Drives to the hoop. A second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Edgecombe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. New York leading by 13. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this office brought it in.
Well, he's a little bit older now, but Paul George showing you he still has great verticality.
Towns down low. 18 points for him.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss. The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
From deep, George. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Yeah, Paul George just has absolutely perfect shooting mechanics.
A kick out to Anunoby. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. A nice shot by George. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
But wow, what a play! Unbelievable!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Missed inside. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Trailing here by 8. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Well, you just marvel at Tyrese Maxey's talent. He can take over a game now anytime he wants.
You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Jim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Good on the second free throw.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Now, here is George. 11 points in the game. And they double up Maxey. Out outside for George. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Clarkson for 3. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 5. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All right, that's 2 fouls, not a big deal, but you don't want to pick up that third before the half.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Guys, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Down low. The 40. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Anunoby, good.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
In the corner, Drummond with it. And here's Maxey outside. Porty grabs the rebound.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Anunoby outside. And it goes down 2 points. And now it's an 8-point New York lead.
Powerful move by Anunoby inside. He really attacks when he's in close like that.
Here's Maxey. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Just 4 seconds left now here in the second.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Bridges. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bridges got his second bucket. And so we conclude the first half. Knicks lead by 8. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
56. Philadelphia, 48.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. 8-point game. Sinks the three-pointer. Maxey's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Philadelphia. Brunson scanning the floor. Stolen by George. And here comes the break. And he lays it straight in. George has got 15.
And this is exactly what Paul George does out there. He uses all of that skill to pick apart the defense.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
To the middle. Embiid with the steal.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it.
And the dunk by Edgecombe.
So fast and powerful. Edgecombe's drive, so explosive.
Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Left side, George. At the top of the key, Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Towns.
Well, few guys get to the line the way Embiid does.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And then George with the jam.
And rolling back the clock. Nice work by Paul George.
Brunson so quick on the drive.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
And that one's good. Maxey.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, they've shown great determination, and that speaks to the overall character of this team.
That one drops for him. Brunson's got 13.
62, 61.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's George. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks with the lead. Brunson outside. The kick out to Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Pass to Robinson. Here's Brunson. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Edgecombe. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you wait close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Here's Brunson. 13 points in the game. Outside for Robinson. Hart outside. He takes it in. Brunson with a clean look. Drills the three-pointer. Brunson's got 9 points here in the second half. George looking over the floor. Here's Maxey. The shot's good on the assist by George. Maxey's got 21 in the game.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Back to Robinson. Bridges outside. Hart right side. Paul George with the steal. Good, nice job down low. George has got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And there it is for him. Brunson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Pass to Maxey. Back to George. Knicks with the rebound. Here's Bridges. Another shot. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 4th-point New York lead.
And there you see the basketball IQ Bridges has. Natural court sense. He knows exactly where to be.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The 76ers trailed by 4. Now Maxey. He's got 21. Pass to Grimes. Drains it from beyond the arc. Grimes has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And this is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all 3 levels.
Back to Drummond. And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Pass to Bona. Stolen by Clarkson.
Yeah, he didn't read the defense very well there. He telegraphed that pass.
Towns. And the basket is good. And it's a 5-point Knicks lead. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Knicks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
New York leading by 5. New York moving the ball around to the inside. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 26 points.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
And that one's good. Drummond. 6 points for Drummond.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Pass to Clarkson. Here's Dadier. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The 76ers trailed by 5. .105 left in the 3rd. Maxey with it. He's got 21. Can't cash in from close range. Pass to Kolek. Now Robinson. Rebound Andre Drummond. Maxey looking it over. Over McBride. It's rebounded by New York.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Pass to Bona. Off target at the rim.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Dadier shot is off. Here's Maxey. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? It's the Knicks, up 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. New York leading by 5. Outside, Towns. Misses the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Down low, Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping. Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Knicks foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
New York on D. 3-point lead. Now Edgecombe. Offensive rebound. Outside Gordon. Outside George. Clock at 6. Goes back up. And Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s. And this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
Allie, thank you so much.
Once Embiid gets it inside 10 feet, just punch up 2 points.
On T. Brunson. Oubre pulls it in. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. George with the bucket. George has got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers.
And moving George around the floor keeps the defense guessing.
New York moving it around. Hart outside. New York needs to get off a shot. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside, George. Lets it go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Anunoby in the corner. Here's Robinson. Pass to Hart. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And the Knicks lead by 1. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Teams changing it up here. The 76ers trailed by 3. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Pass to George. Some solid defense from Hart. For three, Bridges. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Now that's on the defense there. Anunoby is someone you gotta box out or he'll make you pay.
On the wing, George. Just 5 on the clock. No good again that time. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Brunson. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Town.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
It's rebounded by Anunoby. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Towns. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. And that's now 28 points for Karl Anthony Towns. And here's Maxey. A three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
76ers foul. Kelly Oubre Jr. First personal foul. First team foul. Karl Anthony Towns. At the line, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
Both teams deciding to change it up. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
And the 76ers making a change here. They set the pick. Outside, Towns. Brunson outside. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Outside, Maxey. Outside, George. Another chance. And that's in there. Excellent awareness.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Maxey fired. And he does not hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Brunson outside. Takes the 3. There's Brunson from deep.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Sit down. Give yourself a round of applause.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. 11-point game. Embiid the screen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now Towns does not go in. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. .144 left in the fourth quarter. Embiid rebounded by Towns.
What a great look, but an even better contest. That's how you shut down the painted area.
And stolen by Maxey. Up top, Embiid. That one is off.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
Aggressive drive there by Towns. When he's this active, he's good at forcing the foul.
13.
The first one falls. In Towns drops them both. The 76ers trailed by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Knicks.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in, and if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
George. And he banks the layup in. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up.